Welcome back, everybody, to Scene Good One to the podcast. I'm your host, Ale, joined alongside our co-host,
Mr. Anonymous.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back one more way to that big 1-0. If you guys are listening right now, big announcement at the end, and let me know what y'all think about that one. All right, so weekly update. You already know what you got.
This week, honestly, this week wasn't too fucked up, I would say.
Okay.
Like, I didn't have much to do this week. I got a bunch of tomatoes here at the house from the garden.
That stuff you said.
I'll show you them. I brought home tomatoes, you guys. I got lemon cucumbers. That it's crazy because it's a cucumber, but it tastes exactly like a lemon.
That's weird. Like you guys made a hybrid?
No, like
that's an actual thing.
Yeah, like it's weird though. I got strawberries growing, and if you guys don't know, it's part of my job.
All organic though.
Yeah. And what else did we end up getting? Oh, I got dragon fruit, you guys, growing, raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries, I think, or mountain berries. But
all those berries, like, they're your trees, right? All berries are trees, or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong. They're bushes.
Oh, some are bushes, huh?
They're bushes.
But what are they in my Theo's house? Like, there's a tree and there's like little black. Even the neighbor by my mom's house. Remember those little black things that fall off of their tree?
Mulberries.
Yeah, those are berries.
Yeah, those are mulberries. Those are so good. We have those at the ranch. There's green ones and purple ones.
Yeah, my Theo only ever had the purple ones, and then our neighbor has the purple ones. We never ate them though, but my Theo probably did, but I never ate none. But they would like stain his floor and stuff because there was like like the good thing is where the tree was, it was like in the very back of the house. Nobody ever went back there. It was right next to the shed, so it didn't matter to him. But I just remember when we would go back there, it was just like so much freaking like black stains on the floor.
Yeah, those are really good though. And then, other than that, what else did I do this week?
I know y'all can hear Ranger chewing, so
I got tires on my car, you guys.
Woo,
finally.
Woo.
Yeah. I think that's all the exciting stuff that happened, thankfully.
Okay, y'all. He's chewing a bone, so because that sounds not safe to me. That shit sounds like it fucking hurts, but you know, they got, oh my God, speaking of them having strong teeth, y'all, here's my weekly update. I broke my fucking tooth. If you really know me, I really didn't like catch how much of a sweet tooth I had until like you just called me out on it. And then I would realize how much I actually like sweet stuff I do like. And I am mad about it. But what I am mad about is that a bitch, judge me if you want, to be honest, but a bitch was like having a good minute without getting work done at the dentist. So now that I did go back, I had a really bad cavity and I was supposed to get it fixed. I was supposed to schedule it, but right before I could schedule that shit, I'm chewing gum, y'all. Un pinche chicle. I'm fucking chewing gum. And then I feel something crunchy and I was like, what the fuck? Whatever. I'm just like, maybe I had just had lunch. So I was like, maybe that was something from my lunch. Like, okay, gross or whatever, but you know, I was just like, that was something from my lunch. I was like, okay, we'll leave that in there, add seasoning to the gum. And I'm just kidding, it didn't taste like shit. That's why I was like, whatever,
add bone meal.
And then I feel it only when I chew on the side with the cavity. So then I was like, maybe something's in my cavity. So I'm not gonna lie, I start chewing it more with the side with the cavity, trying to see if I could get.
Oh my fucking
I know.
God.
This is the part I didn't tell nobody, y'all. This is my first time saying this out loud. And I realized, like, wait, what is that? Like, why is it not coming out? And so I go in the bathroom. I spit out my gum, y'all. I spit my gum out into the trash. It's at the very top of the trash can. I open my mouth to see what I can pull out my cavity hole. Y'all, my tooth is gone. Like, not my whole tooth, but a fat ass chunk of my tooth is fucking gone. So I'm just like, no fucking way that just happened. It didn't hurt. It didn't fucking hurt.
Were you shooting bricks though?
Once I seen my tooth missing, I was like, I fucking did that. I fucking just did that. And then so I literally grabbed the gum out the trash can that was in the restroom. you know what's in there. Ew. But thankfully it was on top, like I said. But I did that. Sorry, y'all. My little kitty's here, storming the cut. She don't really come around when we're recording, but she's here right now, wanting some attention. But I pull my gum out the fucking trash can, and in my fucking gum is my fucking tooth. Worst thing that has ever happened to me, y'all. I looked at myself in the mirror and was just in complete shock. So here I am at work, losing my shit, not knowing what the fuck to do, like freaking the fuck out, put my tooth in my pocket and everything. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So I called the dentist and they're like, look, you could come right now for a walk-in or do it first thing in the morning. I was like, bitch, I'm on my way. So my boss, look, she's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, it's fucking terrible, man. I'm going to kill myself right now. Like, my tooth is gone. I need to go. All right, peace out. All right, peace out. So I get to the dentist. Motherfuckers have the nerve to fucking say, if it don't, like, they asked me, does it hurt? And I didn't know I was supposed to fucking say yes. I told them I was honest. Like, when I'm at the doctor and at the dentist, I'm honest. Like, now I am. Now that I'm old enough to tell them, like, yeah, bitch, we out here smoking weed and shit. But, I told her, I was like, it doesn't hurt. I was like, I don't know if it'll hurt later. She's like, all right, you could come back later. I was like, bitch. So, yeah, I did have to go get that fixed at another scheduled day instead of that day. So I just got out of work to, the second I opened the door to fucking leave, a bitch was crying, losing her shit. So there was that. Yeah, that was my big core thing of my week. That was Monday. I was fucking Monday, y'all. And Monday is obviously, I was already having a shitty day.
We were already rushing because our alarms that morning didn't go off. You had to take the puppies out.
Not even just that, but I don't know what else had happened. I was already sad before that. I don't know what had happened. Low-key a bitch been sad, like, period. But I don't know. Something had happened before then. I was like, this is not, like, no way possible. Like, that whole day, it was just going back to back down bad for me. So that happened. And then what else? Okay, and then, y'all, spoiler alerts, because we finished watching Beast Games. 1 out of 5 rate the show.
I would give it a 5. He
Same.
did a good job.
Same. That man knows how to put on a show. And honestly, the way that people were, like, at one point, it was like, I get people were trying to play fair and, you know, like, not fuck people over. But I'm like, at some point, bro, like, you really just gotta play for yourself. What are you doing, like, caring about what other people think? You need to, well, at the same time, like, in the game, what other people thought about you mattered at the end. Like, it got you far, you know. But so spoiler alert, we're gonna talk about, like, who won. I want to talk about who won, so just know, if y'all don't want to listen, skip this. So at the end, I don't know their numbers or their names, to be honest, but Silver Fox, I just know that because everybody was calling him that in the show. He won, and he's going to go ahead and, like, find a cure for his son that has a certain type of cancer that there's no
cure for it.
There's no cure for it yet. It's pretty much like he's growing physically, but his mental capacity is not catching up. Like, it's a couple years behind. Like, he can't mentally learn certain things, or, like, you know, just elevate his mind the way that a person regularly does. So he's gonna go ahead and help his son find a cure. And it was between him and a woman who wanted to help homeless kids, because that's where she was at before, at one point in her life. So whatever, when it got down to those last two people, I was like, honestly, like, whoever wins is like, it's a good win. So it was a good show.
Honestly, you guys, my favorite part was when it got down to the last 3 people, and you just started talking shit when you heard the guy say, well, I'm just gonna use $1 million of that to travel with my friends in a van and stuff
and play music. Because nobody had ever talked about what he wanted to do, did he?
He had once before, but it was just kind of like I guess
like a quick clip, I guess.
Yeah, that was my favorite part, just because, like, 2 people are fighting for something life changing, and he was just kind of like, I'm gonna change my life, you know, right. Like, I'm not gonna care about other people. Like,
he just wanted to, like,
help
give
his
up
people.
Life, I guess.
Yeah,
and
you
go
know,
do his own thing.
Which I was like, damn, like, if I had $1 million, like, right now, I think the only like charity I would try to help or something like that would be like older people, just because of my grandparents and seeing them like we're all gonna grow old and shit. So it's like I
Right.
want them to have a place where it's like I get it, you're gonna be physically abused or like people are gonna get mad or something and maybe like lose their cool at times, but I want somewhere where like they can be safe and it could just be like a big ass fucking playground for adults. Like I
They cannot
yeah.
play around like that.
Well, no, but I remember going to like one nursing home for my mom's friend, and where they had this guy's mom. She basically had like a Wii. She had all this like Wii Fit and stuff like that.
Right. Oh,
So they
that's
could do
cool.
like yoga. They could go outside and like play ball with like the little dogs. They had their own little kittens. So like
Mm-hmm.
just a place like that where it makes you feel like at home, even though you're with a bunch of random people. You know, like
Right. Kind of like those golf clubs
yeah,
type of style.
like kind of type of deal.
But I
But
mean, that's if you got the money like that. Obviously, like if you don't and you barely have money to have 24/7 care, like it's not all luxurious and shit like that.
no, of course.
Usually just like a hotel kind of.
But really, but I think that was like my favorite one, and especially because like that guy, the third last contendant, he was the one that flipped the coin to get everybody 10
10
million.
mil. I honestly did not see that coming. I was like, bro, like you got beginner's luck with that first one. The second one,
Literally, I thought the same thing. But once he did it and he flipped it and like it landed there, I kind of did the math. And at that point, like whoever won, they could have split the money between the last six contenders and it still would have had 6 mil to themselves.
each
So
of
I was
them.
like, yeah, like, no, he would have 6 mil and everybody else would have 1 mil.
Uh huh.
You know? So like, I was just like, damn, if I was like in that position and I guess like the last person with me, like if they really lasted all the way to that point, like I would try to help them with like some sort of money, you know, like you know what, you did a good job. Here's like this amount.
That's what I was kind of like. I really feel like if the other one who was not gonna win, the girl that was trying to help, I think her number was 830.
830.
Oh yeah, okay, so damn, how do I remember her
T.
number? Yeah, T. Her, I really feel like if she would have won, she would have actually helped other people in the game, if because she got sentimental, like emotional connections with them
Whoa.
and heard their story out.
Even when like the Hispanic girl that was playing with them, like she sent her 10K like of money
To
that
help
she could
her.
have at the end. Like even if she would have lost the game or whatever, she would have that extra 10K for
She's like,
herself.
no problem.
She sent that shit out to her. So it's like she did kind of play the whole game fair and stuff, and I was rooting for her, like low key.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, tell me why the only person through the whole show that kind of made me cringe the whole fucking time was the bitch that won the island.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like her
Oh
either.
my god! The
She
only reason
talked too much shit and was, how do you like those people that talk shit about somebody that does something but they turn around and,
hypocritical.
also that, but they call it something else. I forgot, but yeah, same shit.
Yeah, no, that bitch had me fucked up when she was talking shit about that guy that was like, well, I'm gonna leave it into God's hands. And she's like, he's trying to start a cult, da 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 da. But like every time I got to a hard thing, she was like, I'm gonna leave it up to God. Like, bitch.
Yeah, like, girl, why is you judging somebody for passing down, something about the Lord, but then when you do it, like, you were doing the same thing he was doing, and it was Jeremy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, that girl was, I mean, I forgot her story, but obviously she deserved that island for some reason, but it was just like, bitch, you talk too much shit for me. He was very judgmental. You
She
try
seemed
to.
two-faced
She
as
was
fuck.
cocky as fuck. Like, yeah, 2-faced, and that's coming from a Gemini hoe.
My three favorite ones, I ain't gonna lie,
We're
was
just going in for no reason.
T, the girl that got voted by the tattooed guy when they had to vote like who can move on to the next round.
Oh, the guy that did the push-ups.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
You know how he voted that one girl because he's like she's been the only one
Oh,
that has played the game
uh-huh.
real right.
Uh huh.
Her and I think his name was Ezekiel.
Oh, the guy that took out the brothers.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
those brothers,
was my
bro.
man. Like literally, once it came up to like him and his best friend being ran over by the train, I was just like, "You're a bitch for that." And she got eliminated because it was basically her behind the last curtain.
Mm-hmm.
She
Oh, that's
deserved
how
that.
she got taken out. The girl with the island. Was
No,
that
no,
her?
no.
Who got taken out when that happened?
That was the blonde girl that like they put
Oh,
her best friend on the other side, and it was the girl that made it to the very end. It was
y'all,
the
they were really like backstabbing
like
motherfuckers left and right.
I feel like even with that whole game, like when I was watching it and shit, I feel like you really have to have a strong mentality when you go in there. Because if not, like all these little games, like dude, they were fucking people up.
There was freaking a whole alliance between all these guys the whole time. They were playing people so bad. They literally said once for the one guy got the games down, one guy goes and be social and gets us the information, one guy does these decisions. Like they literally had a team, and then at the end, once they fucked over one of their guys on their little alliance, he snitched everybody out, and everybody got called out for what they were doing. And he's like, that guy, he's the one that's controlling the whole thing. Da 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 da. And what was crazy to me was that at that moment, nobody really called out those other guys that were doing that alliance.
I feel like the only reason was because it's like you just took. I think he took 600K out of the box that everybody was gonna take only 100K out of it, and it was like the one guy that was supposedly planning everything. He literally took no money out of it,
Right.
at all. You know, so it was like he's just saying all this to save his ass at the end, and literally at the end it really didn't matter.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I feel like those people that did play by the rules and like, tell people shit that was like, keep it real with them, like they did end up, good people won. So yeah, I probably wouldn't have one because I'll be, bitch, you want to do me dirty, bit. I'm like another product said, what did she say? I forgot what she said right now. I took too many hits out of that pen. But she says something like, the bitch that did Selena wrong?
Oh, huh.
She's like, if you do me wrong like her, I'm gonna gun you down. Some shit like that. But yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I would play everybody too. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm friendly as fuck. Yeah, that fool over there talking shit.
I feel like
you.
I would be a target just because of how much I'm talkative and talk to everybody. I'll for sure be a target.
I don't know. I feel like the whole game, like, honestly, it really became a twist once he said, like, I've been watching everybody you've been talking to, how many minutes you've been spending with every single person who you haven't talked to. Like, fuck, dude.
Him and his crew do a lot of mental shit in
My
that
favorite
game.
part was when, like, the very last game when she moved the briefcases, and even he was like, dude, everybody in the fucking studio turn around. Nobody's gonna see what box you put it in. It's all you. And like literally it showed one camera, I think, man, was the only one that like showed everybody else turning around. Put the camera back on the stage and turned around himself.
Yep, it was like, good. It was good. That show was good. I'm telling y'all, I don't know if y'all like Mr. Beast or not, canceled or not, but I'm gonna say this: that man did a good show, and I'm definitely gonna watch another season if there is.
I'm gonna be on the next season.
No, there was even a girl there. She's like, dude, I did this shit just for the fuck of it. Didn't even think I would be here, and she made it pretty fucking top 10. Oh yeah,
10. She said that she did it as a bet, huh?
She did it as a joke. She's like, I just did it as a joke. I didn't think I would get in. So
yeah, and Silver Fox did it because of his son, his other son that doesn't have the disease.
He watches Mr. Beast, and he's like, do him. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. His son is the reason.
Literally saved his brother.
Literally, his brother is the reason why his little brother now. Yeah, it's gonna have a cure.
He was 12 and the other one was 7.
All because this little boy was watching Mr. Beast YouTube videos and told his dad to go play with Mr. Beast. He won $10 million.
Changed his whole life.
And his brothers, his family, but most especially his brother and any other children who have that disease.
And I hope they actually do something to figure out something with that disease.
And because, he even told Mr. Beast, he's like, this is going to be a part of you now. Yeah. You're going to be the reason why I helped to get this cure.
Honestly, when he said that, like, I felt like, yeah, literally, like, that was the one moment that I was like, damn, fool, like, you really deserve that money. Like, go help your family.
Yeah, you guys, it was a good show. I really wish they would have done with the show though, and hopefully they do it next season, is they let like the regular crew talk like in the regular videos, like they were talking to the people, but they weren't as goofy and saying stupid shit. I know Chandler's funny as fuck. Like his reactions are always the best to me. The other two little guys, I really don't know them that well, but Chandler was always my favorite. But Yeah, so that's crazy. That other fool, it wasn't Chandler, the other main one, but Tyler, the one that went transgender.
Oh, I forgot his
I
name.
know. Chris?
Yeah, Chris,
Chris?
yeah.
Yeah, that fool, he started acting stupid at the wrong time because motherfucker, like, you could have been a part of something big and all because you want to do some weird, stupid shit. Fucked up the bag. You lost a good career just because you want to be weird. You know what happened with him, right?
I don't know this whole story
Okay.
like that.
He was being weird with minors and doing all kinds of stuff. And, Mr. Beast his whole audience is mostly minors. So that was a big issue. But, that's why I'm like, I don't know if Mr. Beast is canceled or not. Nobody really said that. I heard talks about it, but I don't know. But I really fucked with that show and I recommend y'all to watch it. It's a good thing. Like, it got me emotional as hell. All right, so let's go ahead and just go into our first segment, the dream segment. And if you guys are new here, this segment, we talk about the dreams that we have when we're asleep. And we also go ahead and ask people their dreams in person so we can share here on the podcast. But they're all anonymous. And if you guys also want to share a dream yourself with the podcast, go down to our Google form down in the description. And you yourself can also submit a dream that we can talk about here anonymously. So let's go ahead and roll those clips for the dreams.
And then the last one is, what is one dream, obviously while you were asleep, that has stuck with you the longest?
Oh, this is I can't say this one. My girl that got away.
Your
Stuck with me. The one that got away from me. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Hell yeah.
Question if you're down to answer it. So we have a dream segment and we talk about the dreams that we have when we're asleep. So I don't know if you could recall any that you would be willing to share with the podcast. Because, they could be emotional. They could not make sense for shit. They're unpredictable.
One time I dreamt that my old work turned into a nightclub.
Oh, shit.
And everyone was like, all my coworkers were strippers and I didn't know about it. And so I walk in, I forget why I went after hours, but I went in and I was surprised. I'm why did nobody tell me about this?
Right.
And then
she's like, all that overtime y'all been holding me out on.
No, literally I want to make my money. No, but okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's crazy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just yawned because of that dream segment. I really did yawn though. All right. So the girl said her dream was that her job would turn into a nightclub at night and nobody told her and her coworkers were strippers. That's what I'm saying, y'all. These fucking dreams be random as fuck.
Everybody listening to this from outside of Vegas, they're like, yeah, that's a Vegas baby.
Oh no, really though.
That's what
They're
you guys have
honey.
in the mattresses stores.
Oh my god, the mattress stores, they just put the mattresses up on the wall so you can't hear shit or see shit, and then it's a nightclub.
Bam.
Dun dun dun. Shane Dawson, you got it all wrong, buddy. And the guy, he said that his dream was he didn't think about it as a sleep dream, but it's still a cool dream. Is that he wants to open up a mom and pop shop downtown, and it's gonna be a club / a mechanic. So you know how we had that girl that did the club / nails?
Yeah.
Leave it to a man to try to make it a club / mechanic shop.
Hey.
Which I'm like, that sounds like disaster waiting to happen if you got people off liquor and then there's mechanic shit around.
Car parts around.
And then cars themselves around. But I mean, you do you, buddy. Let's see how that works out. Maybe he got a password on the mechanic side. I don't know, but
Let me know about your tire prices.
let me know about any of your prices. Remember, we had you here first. So give us a deal. All right, and if you guys, if we ever do see that happen downtown, just know we had it here first. All right, y'all. Did you have a dream this week?
Last night, just a short one.
What?
Honestly, I was just at where my mom lives, and she lives on a ranch, you guys. So there's fencing for the cattle and stuff. And tell me why all I seen was just a random ass person in the distance, which was a black figure pushing a baby stroller. And the more I would try to run and chase after it, to see who it was, the further the ranch got. That's literally it.
Yeah, I hope nothing happens to my children now, because what the fuck? That's a
Yeah.
little scary.
That shit had me fucked up because I was like, what the fuck is
You
like.
know what? Now that I know this, I'm never going to have my kids in a stroller. I'm going to have them in my backpack.
You're gonna be walking around like the guy from
I'm going to put them in my gym bag.
what's that movie that's here in Vegas where they're all guys?
The Hangover?
The Hangover?
Yeah. Oh,
You're just
yeah.
gonna carry him like that?
I'm going to put that little fucker in my backpack. You're not going to take him off in a stroller. Bitch, you taking me and the backpack. Don't take me.
Okay. What about you?
I don't think I had a dream this week. I think I was too sad to dream, you guys.
You had a dream and then literally all I remember, you guys, was she had a dream. She woke up, did something, and then she was like, fuck, I had a dream and I forgot to write it down again.
I don't even remember. But yeah, I didn't have a dream, y'all. I was too sad about my tooth to care about life, to be honest. It's been a really depressing week.
You're gonna be like that guy. My dream is for my tooth to come back.
Soon, y'all. It's already scheduled. But speaking of, it's gonna be a crazy week. It's gonna get even crazier now, because now, before we go to our last segment, I have some news. So, da-na-na. All right, you guys. So before we go to episode 100, I want to ask you guys what y'all think about this news. So DM me, comment down below. If you're even listening, let me know. All right. So it was around episode 80 something where I was like, damn, the thing is, I really have to tell y'all why. Well, I don't have to, but you know, I feel like I need to. I don't know.
We deserve to know.
Well, not just that, but like, it's like if I said I want to be here for you guys, like, you know, my whole thing doing this was being here for you guys. I've even mentioned it. Like, I don't even think it was to be here for somebody. It was for somebody to be here for me. But, and seeing the numbers, like, I see you guys. I just feel like it was around episode 80 something to where my mental started getting a little, you know, out of control. And right now it feels like it is even more. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm going through a phase or through something right now that I just need to give myself more time. I need to figure out what's going on with myself. What is it? Like, I pretty much stopped drinking once I started doing this too, huh? Yeah, so it kind of like, even that, like, trying to figure out what's the next step with that. Like, right now, like, don't cry, bitch. But right now, it's like after not drinking for so long, it's kind of like temptation is still there. It's not like I'm folding, but it's like just the thought of like just having a sip just to taste it. And I don't know why wine has really been on my fucking head lately. Like, just because I know it, like, it really is like, bitch, I could drink a whole bottle and I'll be fine. Maybe not now since I've been clean for so long. Maybe a bottle will fuck me up. But like, wine is usually like 5%, 10%. Ain't nothing crazy. It really isn't anything crazy for me to drink a wine bottle. So it's like, right now that even like with me like trying to take it to the limits of just simply trying to taste something, I've even thought about just putting it in my mouth and swirling it and spitting it out. But it's still like, you're really gonna do all that just to get the taste, just to get the like temptation out? Like, it's a lot. Like, it's not just that. There's also like stuff that I need to focus on in my life. I feel like there's just a lot of changes. Not even changes. There's no changes going on right now. I don't even know why I'm saying that. I think like just mental changes or things that I need to focus on a little bit. It hasn't been going on that great, and I don't know why. Like, I mean, you know, shit's happening here and there, but it shouldn't be getting me up to the point to where I'm getting myself to. So it's like I've been doing good at healing, but I feel like I'm taking a couple steps back. So I just feel like I like I said, it was around episode 80 where I wanted to be like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I can't do this no more. I just can't. Like, I give up. Like, there's no episode coming out and I'm just gone. And then I was like, no, like, I owe it to myself and I owe it to like the listeners that we did gain here to make it to 100 and to just like be like, nah, bitch, like, at least you did that, you know? So as of right now, I really feel like after episode 100, like, I think I have to just give myself a break and be done. But I'm also like thinking of working on other things for myself to also like just give myself some time to decompress, like, you know, distract myself with something else. So I just, you know, I now that I won't do this, I'll have more time on my hands, obviously. So I want to make that time to like make myself feel good and still while like working on something, learning something. Like, I don't think I can ever just sit down and not be doing some shit like that. Like, my mind doesn't work like that. My anxiety doesn't work like that. Like, I need to do some shit all the fucking time. And even when I'm sitting down not doing shit, like, this is where it's like I need, like, why am I not doing shit? Do something with yourself. So yeah, so with that being said, what do you guys think? Like, do you would this, like, I don't know, just let me know how y'all feel. We got another episode together to, you know, let each other what we're feeling like. So what I do think I am gonna do though, to still, like I said, like have something here with you guys, is Vegas and the dream segment. Like, I feel like we can keep that on TikTok and just like, you know, just have those clips all like coming consistently. It's not that hard to get them, honestly, and it's not that hard to clip them. So I feel like that'll still be something really fun and something to still get me out there and, you know, still get the hang of making connections and knowing people and, you know, just like doing something to, you know, have us, how do you say, like, just communicate with the world, you know, just be out there with the world. So I'm thinking about really just doing those two and keeping them like on TikTok and Instagram or some shit. Or, like, you know, if you guys, like I said, like, if y'all really fuck with me, DM the podcast or podcast and be like, yo, what's your socials? And I just might give you my personal, to be honest, because there's not really shit on there like that right now. So if not, I do have that Instagram that I made down below in the bio, in the description of this episode, so you guys can check me out there. I really haven't posted shit, but if I see y'all start following me on there, I'll start posting shit there too. Fuck it. But it really is just like, I feel like I need to take time for my head to not sound like a whirlpool, pretty much. I don't even know what a whirlpool sounds like, but I know what one looks like, and it feels like that. So yeah, y'all. Now you say something. Or not. I really don't care, but, well, not that I don't care, but it has, like, you know, that's my stuff. So I don't know if you want to say something or not.
For me, you
At
guys,
this point, I'm just awkward now.
for me, you guys, obviously, if we continue to post on Instagram and on TikTok, you guys will hear me. If we do end up taking a break from you guys and from everything going on and stuff, I will finally make that TikTok and stuff I've been telling you guys about, because I've been slacking on it. So if you guys want to follow me there, and that's literally it. Honestly, you guys have been hella cool. Everybody that has stayed with you from the beginning till now, or the people that have joined in and listened to everything that you've said to them and stuff, you know, you guys seen all the changes and stuff of the podcast and stuff. So thank you guys for listening to her and basically being here till episode 100 with her, and hopefully she continues later on once everything settles down and gets a little bit better. But till then, we'll see you guys next week either way for the last 100.
Well, we're not piecing out yet. We still have Vegas.
I know. And now to Vegas, I guess.
Well, we're not leaving there yet. But at the end, y'all, I really want to know what you guys think, if anybody really notices. I see y'all, so there's people there. There's an interaction with this, so I know y'all there. So let me know, what are you guys thinking? Maybe I've also thought, like, what if you just take like 2 weeks off, like after 100, just give yourself 2 weeks. But I'm like, I don't, like, with the shit that I'm feeling in my head, I feel like 2 weeks is really not enough. So who knows, maybe something in the comments, someone will recommend something or some shit. If y'all recommend therapy, I actually really need to look into that. But yeah, therapy's just scary, y'all. I'm not ready to unlock all that shit. So we'll see. I'm ready, but not ready. But, you know, time will tell. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go into the final segment. Fuck it. Roll those clips for Vegas.
I'm gonna keep on the run. I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very last dime.
So the first question is, what is one embarrassing moment that has happened to you that you have not told her just yet? Whether it happened to you before you met her or why you guys were together.
Oh.
And she's not gonna know the podcast name or hear anything about it. So,
I mean, she knows everything. Cause like I knew her since we were little. But anyway, I mean, it's not embarrassing, but it's something I've never told her. After she told me she liked me, I kind of got with another girl for a bit, but she doesn't know about it. But it was embarrassing because that girl never made me come, and it was horrible. It was the worst sex of my life.
I like that. I've never had nobody tell me that. Hell yeah. What about one secret that you've kept from her this far? Whether it was before you guys met again or while you guys were together?
My body count.
Okay.
All right, so first question is, so you guys are going to know each other's answers or the name of the podcast. So just me, you, and the listeners. First question is, what's one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about? And it could have happened to you before you even have met him.
Oh,
No judgment.
I gotta think. Wait, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
So what's one embarrassing moment that he doesn't know about? And it could have happened before you guys met. Sorry, my mouth is still numb from the dentist, so I can't fucking talk right now. I got a lisp and everything.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I was in class and I farted like during quiet reading time. And
She had her solo and everything.
and so then like the guy next to me was like, "Was that you?" And so I blamed it on the other kid that was sitting next to me. I never told anybody.
It's like, you know damn well I'm gonna lie to you when you ask me that question. All right, shit. Okay, I like your solo. What about one secret that he doesn't know about?
Oh no. I can't think.
No, if you don't know.
Viva Las Vegas!
All right, you guys. So that was our couple that also gave us our dream. And if you're new here to what happened to Sin Vergüenza, this is our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around the Las Vegas area asking couples what's one secret and one embarrassing moment, and now a dream that you guys have to share. These couples leave not knowing nothing about each other's answers or each other's dreams. So obviously it gets a little juicy. For the girlfriend, her embarrassing moment was, I don't know why I heard her say that she was in choir when she farted. That's why I was like, oh, I like your solo. But when I heard back now that there's, not music bumping, it says that she farted in 3rd grade during reading time.
Silent reading
time.
She let that bitch go.
Fuck. And the fact that boy really was it you, like, bitch, yes. What are you, like, why do you not expect me to lie to you, dipshit? I mean, like, you're just asking because you did it. Yeah. No secret from her. The boyfriend, his embarrassing moment was, okay, from what he made it seem like, it sounds like he either lost his virginity or was about to lose his fucking virginity.
I think he was about to.
I think so too, because he made it sound like that. So that boy, at 3 a.m, was at this little girl's house, and then the dad came into the room, he said, or was trying to get into the room.
No, I think he came into the room, so he jumped out of the window.
Boxers only, and skated home.
From the 2nd floor too. So like, he jumped out of the 2nd floor window, landed on the floor, and still had enough energy to skate home. Like, what the fuck?
What are we doing when we have that moment happen to us?
Dude, honestly,
I'm not going to wake you up. I'm going to be like, bitch, you better get that motherfucker out now because your dad's, I don't know what he going to do.
That's so fun.
I'm definitely going to be like, because I was in that position before and I was shitting bricks when my dad did that shit to me. But I was like, if it's my daughter, I'm going to be like, bitch, like, we need to get him out now.
If my little guys are still around, bro, you're about to become fucking snacks for 2 pit bulls, honestly. Like, you're going to get your dick fucking chewed off.
Okay.
Honestly. But I feel like, damn, you put me in a hard spot.
That would be so weird. I would just close my eyes. I'm like, no.
If I had a truck, bro, like, first thing I'm doing is putting that truck right outside that window. You're going to jump inside my truck.
We're taking a ride, buddy.
Literally.
Toothless grabs him down. He's like, where are you going?
But, that's funny. I thought that was the funniest one, to be honest.
No. And
then skating home in your chonies,
that's what I was going to say, because at 3 a.m, it's most likely cold.
Well, I'm feeling like one, it's cold, and two, like you're getting everybody like going to work. Depending on how far you live, like that's your whole neighbors and her neighbors seeing your little chonies going down the street.
Homie went home with blue balls.
Homie went home with blue ball, showing everybody his fucking skate track down the back of his pants.
And if it's a girl in my son's room, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? First of all, I'm gonna make that little dirty motherfucker. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna talk to him like this. But I'm definitely gonna grab his little raggedy ass. I'm just gonna grab him. And that is gonna be my handy mandy for a good minute. Oh, you wanna sit down and take a breath? No, come over here and pick these weeds, buddy. Oh, you need to go to the restroom? Well, wipe the toilet after you're done. Here's the cleaning products. Like, you're gonna do that. And then with the little girl, here's what we're going to do, sweetheart. I'm going to grab you by your hair. We're going to get in the car and you're going to tell me where you live. And if you don't tell me where you live, I'm going to take you to the cops and say that you were selling drugs to my son. So what you want to do right now? And then I'm going to take you to your mom and be like, she was out here getting gangbanged. I don't know what to tell you. I seen it. She was getting a train ran on her. I do not want this little girl around my son. I would change schools if I were you because she was with the football team. I'm just saying that. I don't know where I come up with this shit, y'all. I'm funny.
If it's anybody like
I'm just
coming
kidding.
into the house,
Obviously, I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I'm just gonna call the cops. They're breaking into my house. Yep, he has his pants down. I don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is.
Straight the fuck up.
He's giving me weird eyes.
Oh my god, I seen this video on TikTok where it was this guy basically like, it was an old ass movie and they were playing football and the other team was watching them like through binoculars, and he's like, he calls the cops and he's like, "Sir, I'm an 80-year-old woman." He's like in like a girly ass voice. He's like, "And I'm over here at the park watching my son play football, and there's two men in the bushes with their pants down, and they're watching these little boys play. Please help." And then he has like a little boy right next to him, and he's like screaming in the phone. He's like, "Ah!" And the cops literally rush to get him. It's so funny. That would be me. I'd be over here saying like, "They broke into my house. They have my lady." I'm gonna look at you and be like screaming to the phone.
Yeah, I was just kidding before people really take it seriously. You really don't know till you're in that moment. I just really know I would really love to not see none of it and be scarred myself.
Yeah.
Just like I told my mom when she tried to check my phone, why are we both going to scar ourselves?
Okay.
Like, why are we going to give each other that trauma? Just don't look, bitch. Just don't fucking look. She never got the chance to, though. That's one thing I would forever be proud of, never giving her the chance to check my phone.
I would just give them my phone, but not the password.
Never.
I'd be like, break your fucking neck trying to open it.
Oh, my God. And one thing about me... No, but
Really?
that's our couples from What Happens in Vegas, y'all. So let's go ahead and wrap this up and peace out until episode 100.
Peace out after anniversary. Y'all want to send us some money? Let us know.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, y'all. All right, like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, drop that 5-star review, a little comment within that review. Google Forms, socials, all that listed down below in the description. Other than that, send me some prayers, y'all, because my tooth is fucking gone. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one and the last one. Peace out.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la